Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show we've got a review for Zadra, located at Energylandia in Poland. Now this is actually, I'm not going to lie, been a bit of a bucket list coaster for a few years since it opened. Obviously it is a brand new RMC, or Rocky Mountain Construction, who effectively usually develop and build on old existing wooden roller coasters and effectively modernise them so they have steeper drops, go upside down, have insane truck airtime hills, stuff like that. But this was actually ground up, so effectively they built it from scratch. And actually, really interestingly, during the construction, part of the structure actually did collapse, and they still managed to open it in really good time. And oh my god, is this ride fantastic. I actually will be honest, the POV was actually filmed right at the start of the day, and I've obviously been subsequent on certain comments that it was running a bit slowly, but actually the people behind this, because we were pretty much right at the back of the train, other than the last two seats, they were effectively commenting on it, with how it was running really slowly, and that was quite worrying in some ways because it was still a really good ride, but there were certain points where I think I had a really nice mix of stuff. Like there was lots of hang time moments. Actually, some of the airtime hills really popped on that slower ride, and they didn't later in the day. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but it was just a really weird sort of thing where it's like this is like literally the worst this coaster is possibly going to be, and it was still excellent, like really, really good. Maybe not, like anything stupidly ridiculous in terms of like praise, but it was a really, it has a good layout. There's a lot of fun elements. There's good airtime in it. Some of the inversions are fun. The drops are really good. It's a really smooth, comfortable ride. It had good operations. It generally seemed to work really nicely. However, thankfully, we did go on it another few times, including a couple of rides in the dark. Including in the dark at the front, and they were absolutely hurtling along. And some of the airtime in that front row or in the dark sort of rides were absolutely insane. It's just such a good ride. It's such a well thought out, well designed, fun ride. It ticks so many boxes. Unfortunately, I'm going to ruin it for people. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as something like Steel Vengeance. I think it's a really solid ride. I think it's extremely fun. I think it has a lot of positives. It has a great drop. The zero-G stall is really good. There's a few really cool things it does with the structure of near misses. It has 3 really good airtime moments, possibly 4. So it does definitely tick. It definitely has some of the stats. And generally speaking, front row was really good, back row was really good, and actually in the middle was really cool. However, I just feel it could have been maybe a tiny bit longer. You fall into the break room with some serious speed, and like the last version is you do go upwards before going into it. So I just feel that maybe they could have added like an extra airtime hill or two, and or maybe just brought that ride just a little bit longer, just giving it that little bit extra. And I think it could have been even better. I think it kind of leaves you wanting more in some ways. It's still a fantastic ride. And it looks extremely photogenic and is obviously just a towering success for the park. It's a reason to go there 100%, and is definitely probably within my top 20, not 100% sure where, but probably that sort of ballpark. It's unclear whether or not it's the best ride in the park. I do really like Hyperion in fairness, but it definitely delivers, and it was definitely as exciting as it lived up to being. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.